You might think your dog picks their favorite person based on who fills their bowl or tosses the ball the farthest, but behind every wagging tail and loving gaze is a quiet decision your dog has already made. Yes, they've likely chosen their favorite human, and it might not be who you expect. So what really goes into that choice? And more importantly, how can you tell if it's you? In this video, we're diving into the subtle, surprising ways dogs form their deepest bonds and how to know if you're the one they've truly chosen. Way number one. Firstly, it's their way of reading your emotions. Have you ever noticed how your dog can just tell when you're upset, happy, or stressed? Dogs have an extraordinary ability to read human emotions. Their keen senses allow them to pick up on your body language, tone of voice, and even your scent. They can tell if you're feeling down or if you're just having a rough day, and they know exactly how to react to make you feel better. Dogs have evolved alongside humans for thousands of years, and this emotional intelligence is what makes them such great companions. If you're calm, relaxed, and affectionate, your dog is more likely to bond with you. On the other hand, if you're anxious or distant, they might not feel as comfortable. That's why the way you carry yourself, your energy, tone, and body language play such an important role in forming a strong, loving bond with your dog. But it's not just about the love you give them, but how consistently you show up with affection and kindness. If you're the one they can always count on to be calm and loving, they'll naturally gravitate towards you as their favorite human. If your dog has ever comforted you when you didn't say a thing, hitting like is your way of saying, "I noticed, thank you." Way number two. Sometimes it's not about how much time you spend with your dog. It starts with the first impression. Just like us, dogs can form instant opinions about people. They might meet someone once and immediately feel drawn to them. This often comes down to energy. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to emotional cues, and when someone radiates a calm, friendly presence, dogs tend to pick up on it right away. That's why your dog might unexpectedly bond with a stranger, whether it's the delivery driver, a guest, or someone you bump into at the park. It's less about treats or attention, and more about how that person makes your dog feel in the moment. Of course, not every dog warms up right away. Some are naturally more reserved and need time to build trust. If your dog seems hesitant around someone, don't worry, it's perfectly normal. You can gently support the process by creating positive associations, offering treats, and giving your dog the space to approach when they feel ready. Way number three. Now, let's talk about the way you speak. And no, I don't mean barking at your dog unless you want them thinking you've completely lost it. I mean the way you communicate with your body and tone of voice. Have you ever noticed how your dog responds when you crouch down to their level, gently pat their head, or speak to them in a soft, soothing tone? That's because dogs, like humans, pay a lot of attention to body language and tone. When you use a friendly, open posture and a warm tone, you're effectively speaking your dog's language. This makes them feel comfortable and safe. Dogs love predictability, and when you communicate with them in a calm, consistent way, it fosters trust. They can feel that you're someone who understands them and respects their boundaries. On the flip side, if you approach them in a way that feels threatening, like looming over them or speaking in a harsh tone, they may become anxious or defensive. This isn't to say that your dog won't love you if you're a little clumsy in your approach, but making an effort to speak in a way that feels safe to them will definitely help solidify that special bond. Way number four. This becomes even more powerful when you consider just how impressionable dogs are in their early months. It's a sensitive window where every experience leaves a mark, and the people they interact with play a major role in shaping their sense of safety and trust. That's why they tend to form strong attachments to the individuals who nurture them during this critical stage. The person who consistently feeds them, comforts them, and offers gentle attention becomes more than just a caregiver. They become a symbol of security. These early interactions lay the foundation for emotional bonding. influencing who they feel closest to as they grow. If you were the one meeting those early needs, chances are you've become their favorite person. But bonding isn't limited to the puppy stage. Even if you met your dog later in life, you can still build a powerful connection. What matters most is consistency. Showing up for them with patience, care, and reliability fosters trust, no matter when the relationship begins. Way number 5. Beyond that, scent plays a powerful role in how dogs experience the world and how they choose the people they feel closest to. With a sense of smell tens of thousands of times stronger than ours, dogs rely heavily on scent to form emotional connections. While we might not think twice about how someone smells, unless it's particularly unpleasant, your dog is constantly gathering information through their nose. To them, your scent isn't just familiar, it's deeply comforting. It carries associations with warmth, security, and nourishment. That's why they'll often curl up with your clothes or burrow into your belongings when you're not home. It's their way of staying connected to you, even in your absence. This strong link between scent and emotion also explains why your dog might show affection to someone who smells like you, like a sibling or close friend. It's not a sign that your dog loves them more than you, it's just that their scent is familiar and comforting. So, if your dog has a new favorite someone, don't panic. It's probably just a scent thing. If your dog treats your worn-out t-shirt like treasure, and this helped you understand why, give this video a like. Way number 6. Memory plays a powerful role in shaping the bonds your dog forms. Positive experiences, like being offered treats, engaging in play, or receiving gentle affection, leave emotional imprints that help your dog associate certain people with safety and joy. But memory works both ways. Just as they remember kindness, they also remember fear. Even subtle cues like a familiar scent, tone of voice, or body language that reminds them of someone from a negative past experience can trigger hesitation or avoidance. For instance, if a friend of yours unknowingly resembles someone who once frightened or hurt your dog might instinctively pull away, even if nothing bad is happening in the present moment. On the other hand, if you were there for them during their early formative experiences, offering comfort, protection, and consistency, those memories become the foundation of trust. That sense of emotional safety often leads your dog to choose you as their favorite, because to them, you're not just familiar, you're home. Way number 7. Not all dogs are drawn to loud, outgoing personalities. In fact, many prefer the quiet, more reserved types. If you've ever seen your dog approach a shy, gentle person while ignoring someone more energetic or extroverted, you've witnessed this sensitivity firsthand. Dogs are remarkably intuitive. They pick up on subtle human behaviors and emotional energy. A calm presence can be incredibly comforting, especially for dogs who are naturally cautious or easily overwhelmed. Rather than seeking excitement, these dogs are looking for someone who makes them feel safe. That's why a quiet stranger who doesn't rush in or demand attention can quickly earn their trust. If you're someone who tends to observe more than engage, your dog might be quietly choosing you for that very reason. They're drawn to steady, peaceful energy. Dogs have a way of sensing confidence and calm without the need for words, and they naturally gravitate toward people who carry that feeling. Way number 8. Finally, dogs thrive on routine, and it's that sense of predictability that helps them feel safe. When you're consistent in your actions, whether it's feeding them at the same time each day, taking regular walks, or winding down together every evening, they begin to trust in that rhythm. Over time, this consistency builds emotional security. Your dog starts to associate you with stability, and that reliability becomes something they cherish. It's not just about meeting their needs, it's about showing up in the same steady way, day after day. And for a dog, that's powerful. That's the kind of presence they bond with deeply. The more dependable your routine, the more likely your dog is to see you not just as their caregiver, but as their favorite person. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your fellow dog lovers. And if you want more tips on building a stronger bond with your furry friend, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.